Yo, what's up guys? So we have a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh cards coming out in the new structured deck Revolver, and there are some really powerful new boss monsters. Specifically, this guy is going to be insane, but let's go ahead and hop right into it. By the way, these are coming out in structured deck Revolver. We don't know the release date of these for the TCG, but let's go ahead and check out some of the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards and their effects. So, first off, Borreload Furious Dragon, level 8 Dark Dragon Fusion Effect Monster. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense points, and its materials are 2 Dark Dragon monsters. It says, you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. The quick effect, as the first effect, you can target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls and destroy them. That's an insanely good effect, obviously, in Rockets and the Revolver, structure deck. It's going to have a lot of that stuff relating to that. Really good. And then the second effect is you can banish this card from the graveyard, target a Dark Link monster in your graveyard, and special summon that monster, but it can't activate its effect this turn. Pretty decent still on that effect. Obviously, you can't activate the effect that turn, but I still think it's a very viable card. The first effect, being a quick effect, really changes up how well this can actually be utilized in, of course, a Rocket deck. Next up, though, we have Thorn BorreLoad. We have him as a Link 2 Dark Dragon Link effect monster with 1,000 attacks. His link zones are in the left and the bottom and requires 2 dragon monster, including a rocket monster. You can only use this card's name effect once per turn. You can discard one card, then target a face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon link 2 or lower monsters from your extract for the rest of the turn. Also destroy that monster. Then, if the destroyed monster was a link monster, you can special summon rocket monsters with different names from your hand or graveyard up to that monster's linked rating. Wow, that's actually a really good effect. But then obviously the downside technically exists, but still pretty good stuff. Next up we have Rapid Trigger, which is a new quick play spell card that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. First effect, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extract by destroying monsters you control as fusion material. The fusion summon monster cannot attack except to attack monster special summon from the extra deck. Also, it's unaffected by effects from any monster special summon from the extract except for its own. Wow, that's pretty cool. Because pretty much that's most monsters that come out into the game. Anyways, insane. Alright, this is the card that I think a lot of people want to actually get their hands on, which is the Topologic Zerovoros. And it's a Link 4 Dark Cyberse Link effect monster with 3,000 attack, and its link zones are in the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. And its materials are 2+ effect monsters. And it says you cannot special summon monsters to an extra monster zone that this card points to. It gains 200 attack for each banished card. The second effect is if another monster is special summoned to a link to a zone a link monster points to while this monster is on the field, banish all the cards on the field. Now, the third effect is once per turn during the standby phase of the turn after this, the next turn after this card was banished by its own effect, special summon it. So that's a pretty insane effect. So this card is going to be coming back and it banishes everything. And then on top of that, it's mostly the gain at 200 because you can activate so many cards and just pump up this card to one-shot most things anyways. Even if we're looking at the other effect where, like, yeah, you can't special summon, which I'm pretty sure that includes, like, Kaiju. Someone let me know in the comment section below. Can I just special summon a Kaiju or a Lava? Can I basically special summon to my opponent's board a card? Because it says that you can't special summon monsters to an extra monster. So I'm pretty sure that's yours, but if it does work, that's kind of cool. You could just like be like, all right, I'm gonna give you a Kaiju and I just banish everything. But I don't think you can do that. But obviously, if your opponent wants to do it, then they've got a blank board, but it does use up their special summon. And on top of that, this card is going to be coming back. So if you're able to protect yourself for a turn, maybe you're playing the Gren Maju and you're healed up for so much life points that they can't OTK you in one turn. The following turn, this card's going to come back and it's going to be even stronger because this is each banished card. That's not even just like yours or face down, face up. It's just any banished area. It could be really insane, especially if your opponent also activates any of the cards that are going to be banishing face down or whatever the case may be. Like they're banishing like 10, 15 cards. You banish 10, 15 cards. I mean, like I said, this card is really insane. And then on top of that, like I said, it only gets its effect though if it's banished by its own effect. Let me know, guys, if there's any ways to combo the Topologic Zerovoros with its own effect. Because remember, you can't special summon, but I don't know if there's a card that like forces your opponent to special summon. I know there's a card called like Dark Designator which forces them to like add it to their hand or something. But we'll have to wait and see what people can come up with. But not too bad at all. There's just some new boss monsters coming out into the game. I know that this card is definitely going to see some play and some crazy stuff. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on any of the new cards that we talked about down below. And if you're excited to build maybe rockets, now might be a good time to start picking up the stuff before it goes up in price. if, of course, the structure deck happens to be really good and work. It's just missing a few cards to make it more viable. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on new Yu-Gi-Oh cards when they get announced. If you guys got any replays, I don't know if they're out yet, but probably by tomorrow they'll be out on Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. But I'd love to see you guys come up with some new fusion cards. And also that other card has, you know, some potential over here, which is pretty cool. You can use it in other things, but it's more likely just for that archetype. There is some potential with this card too. It doesn't have to be just in the rocket archetype. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. I'm signing out.